ASMR. And today, I thought we could just chit chat about mental health. I feel like we're at a time of the year when a lot of people's mental health starts to go into a little bit of a decline, with the seasonal depression and just the holidays coming up. So I thought we could just chat about it, about my experiences, about things that helped me. And yeah, so I deal with really, really bad anxiety, and I notice it gets a lot worse as the time changes, as it gets darker earlier. My anxiety does get a lot worse. Just when it's gloomy. Also, look how cute this is. I love it. And I do my best to. So I was gonna go on Prozac, but I also recently found out that I've been trying to figure out what's causing me like a lot of health issues and like just total lack of motivation and all that. And it turns out I have like my hormones are so messed up. So I decided not to start the Prozac, so that I could try all of this other stuff to make my hormones normal and see if that helps elevate my mood and fix my anxiety. Well, my anxiety will never go away because I am autistic. I've talked about that a lot on here, but I still feel like sometimes people don't know that about me. I'm autistic, and my autism presents a lot through anxiety, social anxiety, generalized anxiety, like I'm just an anxious person. So I want to try all these supplements and like fix my like hormone issues and see if that helps before I try medication again. Medication is a really helpful and important tool. If it's something you feel like you need, I definitely recommend talking to your doctor. It can be a really helpful tool. But if you don't feel comfortable going on medication, there are ways that you can, mediate your anxiety and your depression. I saw a tweet the other day that said something about how like the only way I fixed my depression was literally forcing myself to go and do things, and that can be so true. And that the thing about depression is that feels impossible. Like it can feel impossible to get out of bed, like even to go brush your teeth, let alone do chores and run errands. But I think setting tiny goals for yourself, like today I'm gonna do my laundry, which is actually a big goal, you know what I mean? As I'm staring at my giant laundry basket filled overflowing with things, I'll do it. I swear I'll do it. I swear I'll do it. But like, I have piles of clothes everywhere, like, and they're actually sorted into piles right now. So like, jackets are here, sweatpants are here, like starting like that, and then sometimes it takes me a while to actually get them fully put away. But breaking things down into little segments, like, I put all of the jackets in one section because I have to put them on hangers, so then I can hang them all up and then those are out of the way. And that might seem like a little step, but it makes a big difference, in decluttering my room. And I think like a big starting point for getting out of a funk, like if you have depression, it's not necessarily just a funk, it is, a chemical imbalance, but cleaning your room can do a lot to motivate you. As like cliche or like silly as that sounds, like decluttering and cleaning your room can really help set a new baseline for you, and it can be really hard to do when you're feeling very depressed and low. So and another thing is like people do love you and care about you. It might be hard to ask for help, like it definitely is hard to ask for help, to ask for help. But if you have friends that you trust or a family member, you could reach out and ask if they would help you days or a week to go through your room, go through your clothes. Like, I have, like, there's a whole spare room that I have filled with clothes. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. And I need to just go through them all, clean them all, and like, when I think about it, I just get so stressed out and so overwhelmed. So that's definitely on the top of my list. Also making a list where you break it down, break it down. Just like what you think you could do, like the most important things that could come later, and things that you don't need to worry about right in this moment. Like maybe there's some emails that you're just like pushing off sending, but they're stressing you out. That could be on the top of your list, like sending these emails, cleaning my room, doing my laundry, just breaking it down so that even if you just complete one task a day, you got this. You got this. Like, it might not be easy. It's definitely not easy a lot of the time, but I believe in you. Another thing is just like, give yourself grace. Stop being so hard on yourself. Everybody goes through struggles, and everybody's struggles are different. But you deserve to understand that just because you're going through a bad time, it doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you lazy. It doesn't make you worthless. Nothing like that. Everybody has these times, you know, where they feel shut off. They just don't feel like they're motivated or able to do simple tasks like, you know, cleaning and stuff like that. But that is okay. That is okay. You just have to encourage yourself. It can be really, really hard to not, like, beat ourselves up and be cruel to ourselves. And you deserve rewards when you accomplish something, you know what I mean? Like, it can just be like, you get time to read a book, you know, schedule your time, give yourself time to do things that you enjoy instead of trying to make your whole day, I have to do this and this and this and this, because a lot of the time we'll do that and then we'll end up doing none of it, because we just overwhelm ourselves with too much too fast without giving ourselves positive reinforcements. And I want you to know that you really do deserve positive reinforcement. It could be, you know, having a hot chocolate, or reading a book, or watching an episode of your favorite show, and just relaxing ourselves, bringing ourselves back to what makes us feel good. You could even, you know, fold your laundry while watching a show that you enjoy. Like, just give yourself, it doesn't have to be done a certain way. You know, if you need to take shortcuts, or you need to do something in a way that other people might not, that's okay. Whatever we can do to make things easier for ourselves, especially when we're going through hard times mentally or physically, you really just deserve to put yourself first. Sometimes we have to put ourselves first. Another thing is try to find joy in a hobby, or an activity. Like, lately I've been enjoying cooking and baking, so I'll try to. Some days if I feel like I just can't do anything, like I just have no motivation to do anything at all, I'll cook, or I'll bake, or I'll play Roblox or Pop Tropica, like things that just give me a little serotonin boost. I love reading. I just finished Britney Spears' memoir. Amazing. So good. But don't be scared to reach out for help, because you deserve there's so much worth put on how productive a person is, and that's not fair. That's not the type of pressure you should be putting on yourself in life. And other people's opinions about what you're doing, they really don't matter. As much as we're like led to believe that what other people are saying and thinking and doing should matter so much to us, it shouldn't. Everybody goes at a different pace in life. Some people don't go to school till they're in their 30s. Some people have kids when they're 19. Like, everybody's path and story is completely different. And there shouldn't be any pressure on you to live a certain life, or live in a certain way, or place, or anything like that. Whatever makes you happy, and makes you content, and makes you feel good about yourself is what you should be doing. The pressure that other people put on ourselves can be a big factor to like breaking down and just feeling unmotivated because you aren't proud of what you're doing, or you're not confident or passionate about what you're doing. And I think passion is a really important thing. And sometimes we might not know what we want to do, and that could be a big stress factor as well. And again, like hobbies, activities, we don't have to be good at things. You don't have to be amazing at things. Trying new art forms, going to little weekend classes where you do pottery or glass blowing or whatever, like trying these little things, and you don't have to be amazing at them. You don't have to be, put in the Louvre with your artwork, but exploring different forms of art, letting yourself have that childlike creativity where you're not worried about how perfect something looks. You're just creating, not worried about the outcome and if there'll be flaws, just creating to create and being proud of yourself. I love doing collage art, like magazines and things like that, cutting them up and making different art with them. I think those are really important things to remember. Is there's no pressure on art or sports. Trying a new sport, you don't have to be an Olympic athlete at it. I think that's a really good thing for our mental health, is stepping out of our comfort zone. Because if we stay in the discomfort all the time, or we stay in the comfort and we don't push ourselves into discomfort, we won't learn to grow and change. Like, comfort is a great thing. It's amazing to feel comfortable, but we don't often find growth in the comfort and staying exactly where we are. Like going out of the house, going to do something that you're nervous for. Nerves are a good thing. It means, like my theater teacher used to tell me, it's good to be nervous for an audition or something because it means you care, which is a really good point. And that doesn't necessarily go for everything, because a lot of the time, if it's like you're nervous about what people think, don't be. Like, sometimes I'll go out in dance costumes. Like, I just like wearing fun things, okay? I like wearing colorful things, fun things, and I definitely do get judged sometimes for what I'm wearing. But I don't judge them for what they're wearing. Why do they have to judge me for what I'm wearing? Like, there's just so much more important things in life than focusing on what other people might say about you or what they think about you. And I just want you to remember that, even when it comes to mental health and reaching out for help, your well-being is more important than what, if somebody has a negative reaction. If they have a negative reaction, you don't need that person in your life. You don't want to be surrounded by people who are judgmental, who don't support their friends. You are a radiant, beautiful, powerful person. Even if you don't feel that way, you're radiantly beautiful, powerful, amazing. And there are people out there that see that in you and that are drawn to you because of those things. And even if we don't see it in ourselves, it's in there. It's in sure, and you don't have to force yourself to enjoy them, but try not to dwell so much on the negative aspects of it, because it'll just affect you physically as well. We just have to try to be mindful about the things that we're doing. I feel like that's just a big aspect of it. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna end the video here, but I do want you guys to know that I am always here. I want my comments to be a safe place for everybody. You can rant, you can share something you're proud of, you know, you can let us know if something sad happened. I'm always here for you. I'm always here for you. And I just want you to know that, like, times might be tough right now, but they will get better. They will. As, you know, I know a lot of the time people say that it does not feel like it's gonna get better, but I promise you that it will. Things are always changing. The universe is always changing. Just take it one day at a time, and don't be hard on yourself, which is hard to do, but just be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself, because you really do deserve all that love from yourself and from everybody in your life. Don't be scared to reach out for help. You really do deserve to feel safe and happy, and if I can ever do anything to help, please message me. I just want everybody to feel safe and happy. Yeah, and don't forget that I love you. I love you so much. And please do your best to stay as safe as possible until the next time that I see you. I love you guys so